This Thursday night football props edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's hooking up new customers. Play just $5 to get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code SGPN.
This is Randy Cross. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Do we have the dump truck beep?
No,
start playing the beep. What a Monday night double.
Wow. So we'll start off first. My error. I did not think Darren Waller would be involved. I was skeptical, but Kramer, you nailed it. Congrats on the first touchdown.
Here's the question.
Yes.
How many plays did he play outside of the plays where he got catches or targeted?
Well, he was on the hands team,
which makes sense. Big guy.
I feel like
soft hands.
I feel like you probably played like 10 snaps.
Yeah.
But caught 2 touchdowns. Somehow.
That was almost exactly what I said. I said they were going to use him a little bit, but it was going to be like he was going to be the target in those plays. Crazy.
Great call there, Kramer. Of course, I followed it up with a Bo Nix first touchdown. So great run that we both nailed the first TD market. You also had the live sweat briefly of the
first with Evan Ingram.
First Darren Waller, and then Evan Ingram with the anytime first. We both got one part of our crazy DGen part. If only we had worked together, right?
In hindsight, yeah.
Yes. But I mean, I'm looking at this prop sheet, and now we also hit our Underdog entry. Shout out to us, promo code SGPN
for 4xer.
Yes, nice little because we had Justin Fields higher a half touchdown, then Evan Ingram higher 2.5 receptions.
We should have put everything in.
Well,
we should have just put everything.
And shout out to everyone sending in the props.
My God.
I know I had a clean sweep and Kramer did as well. Justin Fields anytime touchdown, cash. Tua and plus 220. I mean, I got it early. It was plus 240. Anything higher than 2-1, it was great. Tua under 239.5 passing yards. Bo Nix over 21.5 completions. Chase Brown over 19.5 receiving yards. Oh, my arm's getting tired over here, Kramer.
I mean, literally, we lost nothing. Everything because all right. So the things I officially gave out: Darren Waller over the receptions, the yards we talked about that also hit. You got a bunch of 2 touchdown screenshots for Darren Waller. Shout out to people that got 80 to 1 on that. Mason Taylor, we talked about his yards and receptions. They both went over.
Well, you were putting me on the spot. You go receptions or yards. I go, I like both. I feel like he goes like 4 for 25 or something.
And then in the Jets or in the second game, Evan Ingram, a little bit of a sweat there, but his yards and catches come in, and the Browning rushing under. I did not. I mean, we didn't have the right touchdowns tied together in the DGen section,
but the idea was right.
But we got a first touchdown sweat. I feel like that's worth the admission price, right?
Yeah.
You activate a first touchdown parlay, you're alive.
And
we should do that on Sunday with the early game.
Oh, okay.
Just parlay
an early game with an afternoon game.
I think first touchdown in the Ireland game to Sunday Night Football.
Oh, that's a good one because then you get 9 hours of thinking about the potential. And going back to that, what was the Sunday night game? I'm blanking. We didn't.
With the Dallas Green Bay tie. How can you forget?
That was a crazy game. Did not hit the first TD there because it was Romeo Dobbs, but. The Dublin game, I gave out 1 first touchdown bet on VSiN. It was Kenny Gainwell playing that sacks 18 to 1.
Bank.
Reminder: the show is free, and if you're jacked up, if you cashed a bunch of money, good time to tell a buddy, smash that subscribe button, toss us 5 stars over on Spotify. All that's free, helps us keep the show free, the picks free, the network killing it. And yes, thank you everyone. Super fun to see all the winning tickets. Keep sending those in. And Let's keep stacking some cash, Kramer.
I'm at my daughter's volleyball game, and the wife's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just looking at all these pictures people are DMing me."
To slide into my DMs.
Just well, what are they sending you? Pictures of winning bets.
Let's talk a little bit about the game. I mean, the games, Jets, Dolphins, not a pretty ugly game. Jets get the loss. I was going to say win. Dolphins win 27-21, get the cover. Pretty ugly
bad
game.
on us. I think there were 3 or 4 spots. I definitely was just bad pick.
Well, this one again, yeah, I was on the Jets, but I felt way better about the props. Didn't actually do anything with the game itself because both these teams suck pretty hard. This Aaron Glenn Jets team is just incredibly sloppy and undisciplined, and some of it, or actually a decent amount of it, was their fault. I mean, fair catching the ball, I think at the 3. Braylon Allen fumbling going into the end zone. Like if you had, I saw someone's Braylon Allen first touchdown, you were probably super pissed. Fortunate,
it worked out well.
Fortunate if you had Darren Waller. But I was hoping that he would be down to 1, that we could get the Fields in there. That didn't happen. But both these teams are really bad. Tyreek Hill with a disgusting knee injury. It looks like he dislocated it. I think he's going to be out for a very long time. So not optimistic about either one of these teams. And it's weird. Like the Jets kind of had some moments where they're playing okay football, but they were just so sloppy. And
nobody. You heard what Aaron Glenn said after the game.
What did he say?
We got to learn how to win. The classic coach, like we don't know how to win yet.
Well, and I think Breece Hall said, or it was either Breece Hall or Braylon Allen said, some teams shoot themselves in the foot. We shoot ourselves in the head. And yeah, a lot of the sloppiness was their fault, but there was also no one cares because it's the Jets and they were going to lose regardless. But there were just so many bad calls against the Jets. There was a horrific offensive PI on Garrett Wilson. There was a bunch of late hits. I mean, like the Jets offensive lineman helmet flying off from hands of the face from the defense, not getting. They got no calls. It didn't have a massive impact on the game, but they really got worked on the other side.
Just to clean up that quote, because the actual quote's even funnier from Breece Hall. Teams shoot themselves in the foot, then we come back and shoot ourselves in the head. It's like, oh wow,
very dark.
It's very dark.
On the other side, late Monday night game, Broncos get the win and the cover. Still a believer. They get the win 28-3. This was just, I mean, kind of as I saw the game going. The Broncos offense looked pretty good. I mean, I don't know how much of it was the Broncos offense definitely found a rhythm. And when the Broncos offense is going good, it's, hey, we're able to run the ball a little bit stuff. Bo Nix almost prefers, I think, to the play action, rolling out of the pocket. He seems comfortable in that spot. And the Bengals defense is just horrible. He did have one bad pick on 4th down there at the goal line. But other than that, played a very clean game, efficient. And the Bengals couldn't do anything on offense, which is crazy because they didn't turn the ball over, but they also only put up 3 points. It was crazy.
Well, I mean, I think Jamar Chase got no, and this is the Joe Burrow effect. Jamar Chase didn't come to play. He got he was covered by a Surtain 13 times, 1 reception, 8 yards.
Well, and also, I mean, they were even pointing out, oh, hey, Browning was missing some guys. Like there was, Gesicki was open and Higgins was open sometimes. They were pointing it out on the broadcast. Of
team was
Browning.
Quitting. Well, the defense was quitting.
And that Olay move I saw from Chase from
Chase last week.
Chase last week was like, to me, a red flag of, okay, they realize they suck and they're kind of out on the team.
Yeah, blocking's effort and energy.
Yeah, receiver not blocking in that situation, and how egregious it was just showed this team didn't want any part of this game. And the Broncos team, who I think views themselves as a good team, was just like chomping at the bit. Again, they had what? They had not. I think going into this game, they had not been behind in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
So kind of maybe a little bit of outliers. Certainly, this to me says like, okay, maybe the Broncos aren't as shitty as everyone says. Bo Nix, not the worst quarterback in the league. Pretty obvious from tonight. And the Bengals are really just rough shape for the Bengals.
Yeah, no, I will be. I didn't catch a ton of the game, but I think I think in some regard, you're gonna have to start playing Bo Nix like you'd play Lamar Jackson and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily the
I
running. Like he likes that boot stuff.
Well, that's what I mean. Not necessarily like always scrambling, but
yeah.
And if you remember back to that Tennessee game, that was kind of what Tennessee tried to do. They tried to just make him be a pocket passer. And I think that's going to be the book on Bo Nix. When he's forced to drop back, it might be silly, but if he's able to do some freestyling.
Yeah.
First time in 3 seasons, Sean Payton's had a 100-yard rusher as well. So
really,
he's
going
to be rock hard tonight, hitting the bong. Well, I mean, he's just desperate to have a running game. He must have been so watching them dominate at the end of the game.
Yeah, and the certainly certainly a lot deserves to be on Browning, but I thought the Broncos defense kind of woke up too. Like they had some moments where they weren't looking good earlier.
Zach Taylor on the hot seat?
No, I think he gets a pass for the. Well, I don't know. I think he kind of gets a pass for the Burrow injury, but
that effort was bad.
It was pretty bad. And someone asked me, how long does Aaron Glenn have for the season? I imagine Aaron Glenn, I would be very surprised unless there's some, I mean, we forget how bad Urban Meyer was, and he was going to keep his job till the end of the season. But then that crazy video of him at the bar came out.
Do you think Aaron Glenn is doing a horrible job?
Tonight I did. Yeah. I thought in general the effort is there. They're just crazy, sloppy, like undisciplined.
I think there's a reasonable chance that the Jets were a complete shit show before, and whatever culture change that's happening, there's still elements that are being cleaned up. I mean, generally when you come into an organization, it's not scorched earth, and you're probably having to inherit some pieces. I would like, this is where you're going to see, I would imagine the Jets will have another wave of like, cleaning up some personnel guys here, some assistant special teams coaches there. Cause I'm with you, but I don't see a team that does, like, I don't see a bad hire.
Well, this was the first game where I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
this is bad, but I would be shocked if he isn't given the entire season.
Oh no. That would seem right.
Yeah, someone asked me that question. I was responding to it saying I would be shocked if he doesn't coach the entire season. But tonight was a bad look for them on prime time.
I like how you compared him to Urban Meyer, or used Urban Meyer as a reference.
Well, Urban Meyer is the guy who didn't make it through his first season. I think everyone else, for the most part, you got to do something crazy fucked up to get fired in your first season as a head coach.
What did Bobby Petrino do? Was he the one that quit halfway through the year with the Falcons?
I don't think that was his first year. I could be wrong, but you might be right. And was it Petrino or was it?
We're probably doing that old guy thing where it's not
like merging.
It was Bobby Petrino. He was frustrated by the NFL environment. He left with a 3-10 record.
Okay, so you're right. I forgot. I thought that was year 2 for some reason, but and shout out to Bobby Petrino,
who's back.
Colby called it, and of course, it's funny because I see everyone sharing the road rash face with the announcement of Bobby Petrino being the head coach. I'm sure we're going to talk about it a ton in our college episode tomorrow with Colby, and I had to tweet out. A lot of people might think Colby is changing because Colby's profile on X is his face superimposed on the road rash, and Jake, our merch and Photoshop guy, did an amazing job.
When did he make that?
And he's got to have it on like 5 years. I feel like this is like one of the first things I feel like we asked Jake to do. He's had that Photoshop for like a good 4 or 5 years.
We got it. I'll
it's just funny to see that photo everywhere, and I always think of Colby. Yes, and he's wearing the TCE hat. YouTube.com/sportsgambling podcast.
I think a lot of people might see that as his profile picture and not actually.
No, I don't think they realize it's not Bobby Petrino.
Yeah.
Or maybe they think it's a new thing. It is not. He has had that up for a long, long time.
I want to say we had like a printed out version of it when he was still using a desk in the office here in LA.
I forgot about Colby's desk. That was pretty funny.
The tale of Colby. Well, that's another story we'll tell you in person.
Stuff went in there, it didn't come out. All right, we got some picks, props to talk about Thursday Night Football, including first TDs. Love seeing some TDs. And if you're betting TDs, you got to go over to mybookie.ag, your home of firing on some awesome TDs. MyBookie, of course, they got football, they got everything else. Score 100% bet back bonus up to $500 when you use the promo code SGPN, and do us a solid. Appreciate all the support. Not only subscribing, telling a buddy, supporting the sponsors. Again, that's how we keep it free. MyBookie is your place to bet on football, everything else, and I love their motto: bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. Lightning fast deposit withdrawals using that sweet cryptocurrency. The prop builder is very fun, and of course, mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Novig. Ryan, I fired up the Novig app. Got in on the Denver Broncos at -103, -7.5. You're thinking that price is too good to be true. Try it for yourself. America's #1 sports prediction market. And if you're in Texas, if you're in California, and you're thinking like, oh man, I can't get in on this Thursday Night Football, Monday Night Football, college football, they have it all available in 35 states. Again, download the Novig app and you get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with the Novig promo code SGPN. And make sure you check out CJ's video he put out promoting Novig. Very fun. It's CJ talking to himself. He plays two separate characters, Ryan.
It's called acting.
Yeah. Check out our account on X at Gambling Podcast for the CJ video. You're not going to want to miss it. Novig, promo code SGPN. All right, Kramer, we got the Rams 49ers game Thursday night. It seems like, and the line opened at 3.5, I think, or 3.
I'll pull up the screen. Let's
pull up the odds more. I think there was a 3 there early, and then Shanahan announced that Brock Purdy is dealing with some toe soreness. Of course, he was coming back from turf toe. The line has since jumped out to 5.5. It's a short week. It's in LA. Do you think Brock Purdy plays? To me, the line's suggesting probably no. I mean, what do you think if Brock Purdy's officially ruled out? Do we get a 7?
So here's my read on the situation. It looks like the look ahead was 3.5.
Yeah. Okay.
It then reopened this morning or sometime overnight at 3. It was then 3 for a while, and then actually no, yeah, it was pretty much at about 8:30 this morning. Someone came in and it very quickly moved to 5.5. So, does that mean that it was just bets that moved it, or do you think this is just an attempt to split the difference?
Yeah, I think it's.
What do you make the number if it's Brock Purdy? Because he didn't look healthy. Whatever that turf toe was preventing him from. Like, the reason that Jags turned him over was his inability to throw a crisp ball.
Well, and then that's the tough thing, that the fact that they're announcing it on Sunday makes it a super red flag. So if you do get him out there, he's not going to be 100%. I think this is I think this 5.5 is with a slightly injured Brock Purdy. I think if Brock Purdy's officially ruled out,
you think it goes?
I kind of think it goes to 7, but
so
I mean, but also Mac Jones wasn't completely healthy. Like, if you recall that game that Brock Purdy came back, Mac Jones had been dealing with some stuff as well. So I'm calling Mac Jones is the starter, and this gets close to 7 would be my prediction right now, taping on a Monday night here. Yeah. How do you see it, Ryan?
I think the Rams, I think we did a bad job of plowing through the obvious look ahead spot because we really wanted to fade Daniel Jones last week.
Yes.
And I think both teams were flattish due to that. I just don't know how you can. The Niners are so bang. I guess the one angle I could say is that the Colts were able to run the ball on this Rams team. There was opportunity with an elite running back. There was
I don't know. I thought they did a decent job. They held Taylor to what, 75 yards?
Oh, but he had a number of yards called back due to holding. I mean, there were holes.
Yeah.
That was my read on that game. I was watching it fairly closely, as had a nice chunk of change on it. And I that would be the angle, is that they're able to get their run game going, but they're just so banged up everywhere.
So what do you make the line?
I think the line's probably right. I mean, I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't consider trying to bet it as early as possible, but I don't know how you can take. I mean, other than the obvious, Shanahan owns.
So if
it's 7, you're probably right when they actually announce Mac Jones. But I guess in my head, is Mac Jones that much worse than Brock Purdy? Because Brock Purdy did not look good against the Jags. He looked injured.
Yeah. And
so should the line 3.5 short? Like, the fact that it was bet was probably correct. Maybe it gets to 6. I'll say this goes between like 4 and 6.5, depending on the news we get. Like, if they say Purdy's going to play, I think it's 4.
Okay.
And I think if Mac Jones is playing, it's like 6.5.
Okay. I'm going to fire the first prop here. Give me Christian McCaffrey under 59.5 rushing yards.
Whoa.
I like it a lot. He's only gone over this once so far in the first game. And part of it is he hasn't been running super efficient. The 49ers offensive line, I think, is really going to get pushed around. Trent Williams, if they're going to play him, continue to play him, he's a huge liability there at the offensive line. I mean, I don't think anything officially, but everyone on the 49ers is hurt. Like, you can, even Ricky Pearsall, who's been interested in the prop market and receiving yard stuff. And I may as well throw away my Ricky Pearsall to lead the NFC West because Puka is just on an insane run right now.
He's not getting beat.
And I kind of hedged, I guess, in a sense, because I have Puka offensive player of the year, which knock on wood, off to a great start, got it 20-1 at the circuit. But I think they're going to need Christian McCaffrey in the passing game. So I think they're going to use him a ton in the passing game. He has not scored a rushing touchdown, and he hasn't looked particularly efficient in the running game. And I kind of think the Rams run game isn't bad. So yeah, I mean, 17 for 49 against the Jags, 17 of 52 against the Cardinals, 13 of 55 against the Saints. The only time he got over this number was the week 1 where he carried it 22 times. And to me, you look at his splits, his targets have gone up a ton these past 2 weeks, 15 targets, 11 targets. Like, they just need him in the passing game. So
what do you think
their offensive line is struggling so much?
I don't think we have a catches prop yet for McCaffrey. Let me double check that we'd have anything at Underdog. No, we don't.
It's annoying.
What do you think they're going to make it? Because, all right, I'll give you the history of his. So this season, Seattle, it was 3.5. New Orleans, it was 4.5. Arizona, it was 4.5, and Jacksonville, it was 5.5.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's got to be 5.5, maybe even a 6.5. Because I think he's going to be involved a ton in the passing game.
Well, he's at 9, 6, 10, and 6.
Yeah,
I think it'll just be a like a heavily juiced 5.5 probably.
Yeah,
you're probably playing it.
Am I playing it?
He's getting so many targets.
Yeah, I mean, I do think he's involved. To me, the way I'm playing it by just fading his rushing yards. Okay. And also, I think there's a better chance they're going to be playing from behind than necessarily in front. So yeah, I would not be playing any unders in his receiving stuff. And I haven't found his receiving yards yet, but I think that's probably good. And to your point, I would take the over on the catches before I would take the under. I like fading the rushing the best.
So his receiving number was 40.5 and 42.5 over the last 2 weeks, where he went for 88 and 92.
Yeah.
Where could they possibly move that to? 50?
I think it's going to be like 55.5 or something like that.
Okay. Would you still take the over?
I'm not taking the under. I'm taking, yeah. I mean, I think he's going to go under his rush yards, over his receiving yards. So, okay. And maybe there's a fun, maybe I'll play around with the same game once they put out the receiving yards in the same game, the SGP machines, because that could be a little fun. Over receiving yards, under rushing yards. Yeah, it's kind of a fun way.
Which I wonder how. I mean, I would assume it handles that, but
I don't know, because me and Rosenberg put together one about Chase Brown for tonight's game, where it was lower rushing, under his rushing yards, over his receiving yards, an alt over receiving yards with a couple touchdowns. That did
you get more credit, you think, for it, or is it?
I think a little bit. Yeah,
credit.
I think a little bit.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I don't really know how to deal with this game because, like I said, I thought Jonathan Taylor had some holes to run through, and I'm a DVOA honk. Where right now, 4 weeks into the season, DVOA has the Rams as number 2 against the running back.
Yeah, I thought they've done a good job. I mean, they did a good job against Barkley.
This is
but
more
obviously
of like
he hasn't gotten off to a great start to the season. Eagles got behind, but they did a much better job than they did the previous 2 times they matched up.
I think the DVOA is also pretty strong indicator of the passing stuff too. So, all right, I went to the window, and I'm not normally playing the props on paper tickets out at the Circa, but Puka Nacua anytime touchdown. I said it's free money at +100. You wouldn't believe it, Sean. Now you shop this one around because some places have -115, -120, but you can get Puka for even money again. And so we're just going to run back the touchdown.
So I was debating, do we do Nacua TD or do we do Nacua over 100 receiving yards?
Probably both.
100. I mean, it seems insane.
It's just hard to bet an over on 100 yards, I think.
Yeah. But then you look at his game log.
But the anytime is a more reasonable price.
All right, I'm gonna
and the Niners have been bad against. They've been bad against receiver. Like they've been bad against.
Just been banged up and bad.
But over the middle, they've been bad. I mean, Travis Hunter had some nice plays over the middle.
That was a slot.
They've been susceptible to the slot in general. They've also been good against the running back for what it's worth.
I'll also take Puka Nacua anytime touchdown. I mean, I like the TD in yards. I'll go with the TD with you, Kramer, because he's just getting an insane workload that it feels like there's going to be some value. This 49ers team could be in trouble. Certainly they had to look ahead spot with the Jags, but man, they have not, even in those wins, it was like them getting by with the skin of their teeth. I thought this Rams team is pretty damn good, and the way they closed out that game against the Colts, got the cover. Certainly they had some bounces go their way with the Donnie Mitchell and etc. But I still thought the Rams played a good game.
Yeah, one team closed it out in a look ahead spot, and the other team didn't. Period.
And Jared Verse is going to destroy either an injured Brock Purdy or Mac Jones. He's just been on fire lately.
Great transition to my next play.
Okay, what do you got?
Jared Verse.
What, did he just play in a sack?
Over a half sacks +125.
Love it. This one is going against the Rams dominating, but he always throws one against the 49ers. And shout out to Katie Mock. She always hammers the Matt Stafford anytime interception against her 49ers. They seem to just be a thorn in his side, and you're getting plus odds on the Matt Stafford interception as well. He's played them 11 games. He's had 8 interceptions. He didn't throw one last week. And he's certainly playing pretty well. Although he got banged up a little bit. I think he's going to be fine. But Matt, you got to play the Matt Stafford interception.
So
he's got a little bit of gunslinger in him.
I have a calendar reminder that I completely forgot about. It actually reminded me. Again, I was at my daughter's volleyball game, and it says Sunday night or Thursday night football. Mock says Kittle and Stafford INT. This must have been from when we did the team preview back in July or August.
So Kittle RIP, but
so we can't do. I mean, we'll shout out to we'll stay tuned for the first touchdown segment. We'll pour a little out over there.
Yeah.
What'd you get on the INT?
Well, let's see.
I actually hold on. I have a price.
Okay, because the only place I saw Underdog was the one listing it, but they had it.
I have a real number.
They had it as spicy, so I think it's going to be +115, +120, something like that.
+115.
Okay, yeah. So it seemed like it was a positive on the odds wise.
Well, he's been very good. I mean, he's getting. He's kind of on that fringe talk of if he has a couple more good games, because Puka is like dragging him that way.
Yeah,
he's gonna start, and they continue to win. He's gonna be in the MVP conversation eventually. So Stafford really should be in the MVP conversation. That Rams team.
Yeah,
that's just what they're gonna sound like.
Oh, well, yeah. Can he make it through the entire year? Will they end up being a number 1 or number 2 seed? I thought, overall they've looked pretty good. He only has 2 interceptions so far this season, but I think this is the 49ers always get one off him. So Matt Stafford INT plus 115, Christian McCaffrey under 59.5 rushing yards, Puka Nacua anytime touchdown. We'll call it even money. Kramer, what are your 3 props for Thursday night football?
I mean basically the same. So Nacua even money anytime touchdown, the Stafford INT because Katie told me to, and Jared Verse over a half sack plus 125.
All right, let's kick it over to Underdog and shout out to Underdog. They got they upped the new customer offer. Now you just get in for $5 and you get $100. And you can win up to 5,000 extra money. Shout out to some of the people sending in some of the plays. Like Ryan, why didn't we put all 8 of our plays into Underdog? We could have. Should
we do one of these on the pregame show Sunday?
Okay, try and max out.
Yeah, let's try to get to 5 on the road to 5,000.
I love it. All right, so tune into the pregame show for that. For this one, Ryan, I think we seem to do good with the 2. We each pick one here.
Also, could be a fun activity with the man in the box on Thursday.
Oh, he loves that. Yeah, maybe we'll go for the gold on the prop show. What do you? I mean, where do we start here? Do we just include the Puka Nacua higher a half rushing receiving TD?
Maybe this is where we put the yard if we want to be a little different. There's also I don't like any. By the way, I did want to point out, I forgot to mention it earlier. I did see that the Green Book is offering plus 850 on Puka to have 100 yards in the first half.
Wow, it's not a good price. I don't think.
Yeah, what do you think that like? How would you price something like that? Obviously, it's very like his price for the full game is even money for 100 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be at least.
If I was trying to give a fair price, or if I was trying to,
what's your fair?
I mean, how many guys in how many games has Puka Nacua had 100 receiving yards? It's
probably like realistically something in the 20 to 25.
Yeah, I would say 30 to 1 is.
But the way he's playing right now,
come on, who wants to fade him?
All right, so
maybe we start on the San Francisco side.
Yeah, all right,
again, I like the lower Christian McCaffrey rushing yards. You don't seem to be into that, Kramer. But what else? Anything else? I mean, the passing TDs.
I keep getting like drawn to Brian Robinson for some reason.
Okay.
I obviously, but I don't know if we like these are all. I'd rather not play a TD, so I think we have to play McCaffrey, right?
Yeah, because unfortunately, it's annoying. Like the Brock Purdy,
very limited
injury stuff, kind of dominoes the rest of the market as far as stuff they're willing to offer. I like the lower rushing yards. I don't think they have his receiving yards up.
They don't.
Or do we say fumbles?
Ooh, those are. I feel like those.
I feel like I never hit those on Underdog. They're always juicy, but I never hit them.
All right, let's just take your under.
All right, lower rushing yards, and let's pair him with Puka. Do we want to go? I mean, let's just Puka. Higher. Yeah, keep it simple. So Puka Nacua higher rush and receiving TD, and Christian McCaffrey lower 59.5 rushing yards.
I was playing with the slider on the yardage for Puka just to see if there was some value to be had. No, I don't think so.
$100 entry will return you $300 Underdog Fantasy promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. The Rhythm is gonna bet you with props. Not only do you get 25% off when you use the promo code SGPN 25, but Rhythm has you covered when it comes to signing. Oh, well, look at this, Ryan. One of their smart signals, and maybe this is where I got it from, Christian McCaffrey under rushing yards. They love this. They have this as
son of a bitch.
They have this as a win probability at 73.4%. And of course, if you go in and track your own picks, you can win up to $1,000 over there. They run these free contests, and you don't even have to be using the paid version of Rhythm. They just want people to check it out. They know you guys are going to like it. Track 5 bets of the same type from any model you could you build, and you could win $1,000. So plenty of ways to win, and great props, great information, and of course, building your own models, getting ahead of the game. Download Rhythm. That's RITHMM. Use the promo code SGPN 25. Kramer, everyone's favorite, heading over to the TD bar. What do you?
You go first. I was.
Okay.
You want me to go first?
No, I can go.
I don't want people to think you're copying me.
Thank you.
No one will assume I'm copying you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I'm going big on the tight ends for the Rams.
You like a good tight end.
49ers aren't particularly good at defending the tight ends. They've allowed 3 so far. I'll start with Davis Allen, who already has correct me if 2 touchdowns this season, which is like kind of ahead of what he normally gets. So yes, and no, those were the first game Houston and then Tennessee.
I think he leads the tight end room in red zone opportunities in general.
Yes,
I have him noted down as a fun reverse correlation guy as well.
Because he allowed just like 1 touchdown, 1.
He's had 1 catch in every game.
Yes.
So this is his game log. Game 1, 2 targets, 1 catch, 13 yards, touchdown. Game 2, 1 target, 1 catch, 8 yards, touchdown. Game 3, 1 target, 1 catch, 3 yards, no touchdown. And then last week he had 1 catch for 0 yards. So because I'd imagine his yardage is very low as well. Colby Parkinson in the same boat. Anyway, continue, Sean.
Yes, Colby Parkinson's the other guy I'm playing. He's 40-1. And then on the 49ers side, I'll play Jake Tonges, 20-1, and then Luke Farrell, aka guys not Kittle, that could be involved. So yeah, give me it's a Davis Allen, Colby Parkinson, Jake Tonges, and Luke Farrell. Kramer, what are you doing over there?
Well, we're on a lot of the same stuff. Obviously, system plays, right? Is it Tonges or Tonga? I'm not going to try to pronounce it. I'm with you on him. What was the price you said you had him at? 20-1, right?
Tonges 20-1.
And then I'm with Davis Allen and Colby Parkinson are on the card. I for some reason I really wanted to put Tutu Atwell on there. I had him noted down, and annoying that we're getting a bad price, so I didn't do it. So Colby Parkinson 40-1, Davis Allen 35-1, and then it's a 49ers game, and they have nothing. Right? Guess who was lining up at wide receiver last week for the 49ers? Kyle Juszczyk.
What's his price?
Still 35-1. He already got one this year. He was going off at 50-1. Then I'm very disappointed I didn't get that.
It was a first TD or just at any time?
I believe it was a first touchdown because I remember vividly saying, "Wow, I gave it out on VSiN 1 week early."
Okay,
how annoying.
Yes, I'll stay away from Juszczyk, but
why? He's a great member of this show's
no,
history.
I mean, yeah.
In fact,
I know you love Juszczyk.
Oh, what do we have right here? Autographed. Look at this helmet.
It's great.
I mean, who knew I'd have a prop for my first touchdowns? Look at this. Commemorating, of course, who can forget in the Super Bowl when he caught the first reception for me, 30-1. I'll leave this over here so everyone can still see it.
Go Beavs pointing out, I also said this about Waller. I was skeptical of Waller. I'm not skeptical of Juszczyk. I've moved out of my Juszczyk phase.
You fucked up being skeptical of Waller.
People
now
really,
it's gonna stick.
People
around
were really,
forever.
even though I hit Bo Nix anytime touchdown,
you fucked up.
or first touchdown, and Justin Fields anytime, and completely swept the board. The majority of the messages were like, "Should have doubted Kramer on Darren Waller." No, I said Kramer was right. I was skeptical of a guy who hadn't played in a year that was coming back from what really threw me off was like, if he was in this good a shape, like why was he not playing last week for them against the Bills? I guess
he's fragile.
Yeah.
He might be out for 2 weeks after this game. You don't know.
He is emotionally, spiritually, physically fragile. So,
wow. I just went back to social to just no real reason. And there are still screenshots.
The messages keep them coming. Love that. And tell a buddy, tell a friend. You guys got your gambling group chat. Get them in. Let's get the subscriptions up.
There's nothing better than turning people onto a good podcast.
Kramer, what are you doing for your? All right,
a little difficult to build some stuff tonight, so I did have a couple notes. Like I mentioned, Colby Parkinson. I saw a 2.5 yard total out there. He might be a fun reverse correlation guy. I just seeing the Davis Allen 1 catch for 0 yards opportunity. That could be fun. Over a half reception, under 2.5 yards. Sean, you in for some real gambling? No, I'm not doing that. So I wasn't able to build anything fun because, like Sean mentioned, a lot of the stuff isn't out yet. So I thought I would take some inspiration from Easy giving out the interception props.
Ooh, okay.
And I did a little bit of research. So everyone at this point, I think, is if you're even a casual football watcher, you've maybe heard the name Cam Curl at this point. He's made a bunch of plays. He had the game clinching interception, I believe, 2 weeks in a row. He's got a sack on the season. He's going off at 8-1 to get a sack, which is pretty interesting because his running mate Quentin Lake actually has 4 pressures to Cam Curl's 1. He plays in the box. He plays some slot corner. Even his sack price, Sean, to get a half sack, over a half sack against Mac Jones or hobbled Brock Purdy is 13-1. So we're gonna roll the dice, little safety action, little safety slot corner action. Quentin Lake. Like I said, the price difference between him and Cam Curl ridiculous. It's like they don't look at the advanced numbers. Got to look at those pressures. Okay, not so sacks.
13-1, and then what do you?
That's it.
Okay, so you're not doing the.
I couldn't build anything.
I'm a degenerate.
I'm not going to build some fake ass shit I didn't actually build.
Okay, for me, I'm gonna play. It's a tight end TD party. I'm gonna play Davis Allen 2 touchdowns and Colby Parkinson 2 TDs. Colby. So
wait, both on the Rams?
Yes.
Wow.
Not parlaying them together.
Oh, okay,
I just think one of those guys might be the guy.
I was like, that's bold.
So, I don't think they're both gonna hit, but I am gonna play both of them because I don't want to.
Do you have prices?
Parkinson, I found 2 TDs at 120-1. So I would imagine I'll just call Davis Allen 2 TDs 100-1. I'll update the price in the sheet when we get it, but Davis Allen 2 TDs 100-1, Colby Parkinson 2 TDs 120-1. So whatever your DGen unit size is, cut it in half, and
it's gonna pay 12,220-1.
What?
If you were to put them together.
I'm not parlaying them.
I'm just letting you know if you
maybe.
For 12,001, Sean, you might as well put
just in case. Maybe I should parlay them. But yeah, Davis Allen or Colby Parkinson, I think both are capable of a 2 touchdown night against this 49ers defense. So let's grip it and rip it.
So would that qualify as I'm guessing you don't think the Niners win, but would you parlay it with the Niners money line potentially as a wacky reverse correlation juicer?
Could.
That would probably get juiced up pretty nicely with the spread being close to a touchdown.
Yeah, once but I don't know. I don't like this spot for the Niners.
I've been thinking of a concept, which is basically we started talking about our like support beams.
Yes.
Our load bearing
beam. Justin Fields did come in.
But imagine that, but the premise is more like you have a wheel around it. And so you want to like
spoke.
And what made me think of it was the roulette wheel and how sometimes people will play the quarters of the wheel. Like they just want all the numbers in a certain location because the ball's dropping in the same spot. Well, what if you do the whole like, well, I really like this 2 touchdown bet, and let's put it together with a couple different variations of games so that you're covered in all areas. And in the case of the reverse, we know the reverse correlation, a 2 touchdown reverse correlation money line with a dog that's going to be 2-1 or more. That's going to give you massive juice.
All right, now I will actually have to play both because enough people in the chat have suggested the parlay. We'll call it go back to the 2x4.
12,000-1, roughly. Don't quote me on the exact number there, but it's the kind of bet that C note gets you like a down payment or maybe a house depending on where you live.
Yeah, someone's saying put a McChicken. We'll call this the value meal bets because
what's your
do they sell the dollar menu? I haven't been to McDonald's.
I grew up at a time where the Wendy's dollar menu basically had everything on their fucking menu for $1. The Frosty, the large fry.
I mean, I remember as a kid, Taco
JBC.
Bell, they had a commercial $59.79 $99. So there were all the menu items for 59 cents. Then the middle tier was 79 cents, and then like the pricey items were 99 cents.
I don't know if you've seen.
Just ride your bike there and just have like $4 and eat everything.
They have a Y2K menu now.
Oh, I've been loving it. They're great. They have great songs. That's how you want to know one of those like you feel old moments.
Yeah.
I was at the dentist getting a getting a cavity filled, and I wanted to ask him like, what channel are you guys playing the music? Like this music is great, and it was Dennis Music Office, but I'm like, there's some really good stuff in here.
Some bangers.
Yeah, it's play the hits from the late '90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, it's probably now called soft rock, or that's the classic rock now, right?
And yeah, the McChicken, that was my go-to menu item over at McDonald's.
It's unfortunate that the fast food restaurants all became much more evil than they were when we were kids. Cause I also think the food was, maybe it's just you being younger, but like,
yeah, it's the same stuff.
Kind of, but not really. Some of it is, as you know, the Burger King chicken sandwich used to be elite.
No, it's the same exact sandwich.
No, it's not the same sandwich anymore.
Right. They
maybe, but not really.
The Wendy's like junior bacon cheeseburger deal. I don't know if it's like age and inflation, but it's like $8 now.
Used to be $1.
Yeah. JBC
used to be $1. Everything at Wendy's was $1. The best.
We got some employee, maybe HR can step in. Abner saying he just came over from Colby's top 25 show and that he is drunk. I'm guessing he is like Vandy as the that should be a fun gimmick, as the live check-in on other shows on SGPN.
I might be able to pull that off.
Okay, I don't know if he's live now, but
okay.
I'm sure he has Vandy incredibly high, and I don't know if the guy
number one. I'm sure he's number. Who else is over?
They've already cashed their win total, which is pretty awesome.
Who else is above Vanderbilt in Colby's mind? Nobody.
No. And they got Diego Pavia.
Looks like they just finished.
Okay. Check out the college football experience, and reminder, look at these sweet steins. We got beer steins. Still a chance to get 20% off the merch store. Everything in the merch store. It's ending though at the end of the month. Promo code football. Get you one of these sweet mugs. Of course, hats, hoodies. So many great shirts. Jake really has a ton of awesome stuff. Promo code football, 25% off. That was only 20%. Jeez, we gotta giving away too much free shit, right?
Who are we firing?
All these free winners and 25% off in the merch store. I would be telling everyone I know about this podcast.
25 to 1, 25% off or 25 to 1.
Yes. I'm hearing that reports that he had Vandy at number 5, Ohio State at 8.
Really?
Yeah. Even though they went into Washington and won, no love there.
That's all they've done.
Yeah. All right, we're going to be talking college football tomorrow night. Smash the subscribe button, and of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green. He's Ryan.
Nice work, Sean.
Kramer. Let it ride.
What?
No.
Long. Cox.